Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing the Faceposer tutorial on how to get lip sync, how to do lip syncing. So we're going to get started right away. Make sure if you haven't watched my other Faceposer tutorial on how to get it set up, and how to fix the speech API, how to load models, how to get vProject working, and how to open Faceposer, please watch that first. It's on my YouTube channel, it's literally in the playlist for tutorials, so make sure you watch that. So, let's get started right away, because we got a lot of shit to get into. So, we got Black Mesa. Go to bin, you have Faceposer ready, okay? You want to make sure that's open. But before we get started on Faceposer, we'll just have it loaded. This is what we need to do. We need to basically, actually first, I'll show you how it works. So, we've got output, okay? This is what all the real-time commands, that doesn't really matter. There's nothing you can really do with that. We've got the 3D view, okay? So you can right-click and hold right-click and move up and down with mouse. Down will keep it, or we'll make it zoom out. Holding right and pulling up is gonna, zoom it in. So, and then left-click, you can, while holding left-click, you can actually move the person around, get different angles of him. So, here's what we're gonna do now. So, we have closed caption. Do not worry about this. I will be making a tutorial on how to manually make closed captions and compile closed captions. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't use Faceposer's version of closed captioning. So, we also have a control panel. This is where you can change the modes. Textured usually doesn't work. Sequences, this is where you can do all of the scripted sequences. I'm not going to touch that though, because I don't want any scripted sequences. This is where you can switch the body groups. You can also switch skins. Yeah, so we'll just set back to skin 1. That's what you can do there, basically. And then we have Phenome Editor. We're going to get that in a second. This is where you can do your flex animations. We're not going to worry about that today. Gestures for, like, different ways the upper body can move. We have ramp and scene ramp. These are for more complex situations and, like, basically making curves of how long a person is going to look at somebody, or how long their facial expression is going to look like something, or how long it's going to go on for. So we've got expressions. Here's all of our phonemes. This is how it determines all of the different speech phonemes. We'll get into that in a second. Then we got animations. Here's a shitload of animations, scripted sequences, etc. We're not going to worry about that. And here's some flex sliders. You can raise lids. Like his eyelids. Actually, that doesn't seem to be working. So you can see his chin's moving. It changes his chin height. But we're not going to do anything with that. You can play around with that, but I'll get around to it eventually on doing a tutorial. Today, we're just worried about getting you guys VCDs with lip sync data for your mods, and getting your sound script files ready and manifest. So, and here's all of the in-game VCDs that you can take reference to that are in the VPKs for Black Mesa, but we're not going to worry about that. Here's the VCDs. These are the WAVs, so the audio files. Choreography. This is what we're going to be getting into today, and we're also going to be getting into the Phenome Editor. So, before we continue here, I want you guys to make sure that you have Audacity, okay, or any sort of other audio editing software, okay? So this is what we're going to do here. We're going to record our voice and do some voice acting. So we're just going to say, hi, my name is Chris. Hi, my name is Chris. Okay? You can see it's actually very quiet. Now first, you're going to want to, when you're doing voice acting, if you're using a mic, a shitty mic, you're going to want to highlight part of this that's flatlined and go to noise reduction, get noise profile, and then Control A, then go back to Effect, Noise Reduction, click OK. It's going to remove any of that background noise. Hi, so you don't have my name is Chris. You can tell it's very silent. So what we're going to do is we're also going to Control A, Effect, Amplify, Regular Settings work. Hi, my name is Chris. You can see that there's still some feedback. So we're going to do this again. We're going to click this. We're going to highlight it. We're going to go to Effect, Normalize, Noise Reduction, get Noise Profile again, Control A, Effect, Noise Reduction, OK. Now we're going to see if there's any feedback. Hi, my name is Chris. No feedback, okay? So when you increase the volume, you might have to do noise reduction again. So now that we're okay, we're going to delete this. And we're going to delete this. We're going to save some space. There's no reason to have that empty space. We're going to go to File, Export. But actually, hold on, we almost made a mistake. We want to highlight all of this, okay? Before we do anything else. You could, of course, always mess with all of these and make more intricate voice acting. We're not going to worry about that. We just made simplistic voice acting. We're not going to add any filters, gas mask effects, or anything like that. So we're going to just get right to it. So once you're done with all of your effects, all of your shit, you want to go down to Mix and do Mix down to Mono. It's got to be Mono WAV, and it's got to be a max of 44,100 hertz, okay? So it can't be, you know, it can't be anything else. So we're going to do File, Export as WAV. We're going to say Faceposer test, okay? Done. So we've got our audio file. We're going to exit out. I don't give a shit. I'm getting out of here. So we want to cut this, okay? We want to go to Black Mesa, BMS, and go to Sound. If there is not a sound folder in BMS, make one, and then paste your new sound in there. Now we're going to go back to Faceposer, and first of all, we're going to create a new choreography. Make sure you have a model loaded. We're going to go to desktop. We'll just have it here. We'll call it Faceposer test VCD. Save. We're going to call our actor Chris. Okay. So now we can actually... Next up, we're going to click Phenome Editor. Okay. We're going to load a sound. You can see it's here because it's in sound. It's a Faceposer test. We can play it. Hi, my name is Chris. Okay, you can see it works. You want to make sure that it actually does say IMS lip sync from the API fix that we did in the last video. If it doesn't, reload Faceposer, it should fix it. If it doesn't, then something's seriously fucking wrong. You should probably contact me on Discord or Steam. Anyways, we're going to get back to it. So we're going to click re-extract. And here, you want to type in, hi, my name is Chris. Okay? So this is figuring out all of the lip syncing with the phonemes. The phonemes are basically how people talk in real life. Like I'm talking right now, I'm putting certain emphasis on words. I have to speak in a specific way and able to, you know, be able to make those sounds. So in making this sound, I'm using a phoneme with my mouth and able to make that sound. And this becomes second nature with languages and stuff, so we don't really even think about it. So, anyways, that's how it calculates it. So we're going to do extract. We already did extract. Now you want to commit extraction, okay? You want to right-click and just do commit extraction. I don't have the option anymore because I just did it. Now make sure that you save, okay? Save. Now we're going to play it. Hi, my name is Chris. You can see that he's actually talking. He's using the phenomes. Hi, my name is Chris. Okay. So, kind of looks stupid there. So basically what just happened is it took the phenome data and it took it and injected it into the Faceposer test. So this WAV now has the lip sync data. No other copy that you had before this will work. You have to have this WAV. That's extremely important that you understand that, because it has the Faceposer data injected into the WAV. Okay, it carries it around. That's why it gets bigger. The data, it gets more expensive in data. So we're gonna go ahead and close this, and we're gonna see if we can actually start up a choreography now. Okay, so you can see we have our actor. You're gonna want to right click, new, channel, we'll call it voice. Okay, you can right click voice and create it, click a WAV file. Oh, we're gonna look for Faceposer _ test. You can see it doesn't show up because what it's asking for is a sound script. You can do it without a sound script, but it just grow a pair of balls and make a fucking sound script, okay? So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna show you how to do it, okay? So we're gonna save this, and we'll be back to it. Make it writable. It'll save to your desktop. It should. It's right there. You got your VCD. You can close this. Save changes to class phenomes now. Don't worry about it. Don't even rebuild scenes.image. We'll get into that later. So, next up, we've got Faceposer test. Okay, so it's got our shit in it. We want to cut this and go to custom. Okay, if you don't have a custom folder for Black Mesa for modding, make a folder in BMS right here. BMS, click it, go in here and create a folder that says custom. Now go in here and let's paste our Faceposer test. Now we're going to want to create our mod, okay? So we're just going to call this mod, okay? Now we're going to put this in mod. We'll get a little more organized with it. We'll make a folder called sound. Put it in here. Now we'll make something called VO for voice. Put that in there. And we'll call it, this one, scientist. And then we'll put it in here. See, we're getting organized here. So we need to go back to mod, and now we need to create a folder called scripts. Okay? That's very important as well. So, next up. So we've created our mod, okay? Where you'd put all your other files, your mapping files, etc. We're worried just about Faceposer today. If you have any questions, let me know. But we're just mostly worried about the lip syncing. Lip syncing is the main fucking thing about choreography. Everything else comes later. It makes the choreography more fruitful, it makes it look better, and it makes it more convincing as an actor's perspective. So, we've made our scripts folder and our sound folder. So up next, we're going to make our sound script. So we're going to open up our script folder. We're actually going to go to Black Mesa, and we're going to use Crowbar Collective stuff as reference. You want to go to BMS, and we're going to go to MISC, dir, directory. Go to their script file, and we're going to look for manifest. Make sure it's match substring, not any of this other shit. Otherwise, it won't look for it. So, we have a game sounds manifest. Put that in here, okay? Next up, we want something called... The character that we're making acting for is the scientist. So we want to look for scientist. Or actually, no. We want to look for NPC sounds. And look for scientist. Sci male. Okay? You see that? You take that, put it here. Okay? So now we have the manifest. This manifest is already going to preload this because in this manifest, I'll actually just control find to actually show you. NPC underscore sounds underscore sci male. Right there. It's pre-caching it, okay? So we don't even need to worry about setting that up. We have our manifest file, okay? So next up, in SciMail, we're going to create a sound script. We want to go all the way to the bottom. We'll just type back. We'll type, here starts our mods sounds, okay? For scientist. That's just a note. So if you ever want to make notes in these folder files, you just backslash, okay? So like example, you know, example text, okay? Whatever you want to say. But you just got to make sure that it's 2 backslashes, otherwise it'll try and think that it's code. So here we go. We're going to start here. So it needs to be called NPC underscore sci mail dot. It needs to have NPC underscore. You can call it whatever else you want to call it. We're just going to go from Crowbar Collective's organization. We'll call it Sci Mail Faceposer. Okay, we're gonna end bracket or end our quotation marks. You can see we got 2 quotation marks. One starting in the front, one starting in the back. Make sure you got that. Okay, you could always copy just this entire thing and remake it and just put in your own shit. But I want to show you how to actually code for these. So we create an entry bracket. We space entry bracket. Then we enter again tab. Okay, channel. Close that. Tab. CHAN underscore VOICE. End bracket. Next one. Volume. Tab. 0.730. We'll just have it at that level because that's usually the usual level. We'll have pitch. This is the pitch, or whether you want it to be a squeaker like me, or you want it to be deeper in Engine, but I just recommend editing that in Audacity if you want that. So next up, we're gonna double space just to keep it organized. Sound level tab SND underscore or SND LVL underscore talking. This will basically set it at a specific decibel level to make it understandable when the person is talking, but also will make it, you know, easier to understand, not too loud, not too quiet. But if you need to change the volume or the sound level decibels, you can always look at the top here and use this as a reference, all of this. So, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to get back to work here. So we've got our WAV file. So this is important. This is in reference to your sounds. Okay, so we got sound. You don't need to put sound. We've got VO though. VO backslash scientist. Actually, we'll make an NPC folder as well. NPC. VO NPC. We'll call it scientist. Make sure it's all spelled correctly. And then we've got Faceposer underscore test dot WAV. End the quotations. And then end bracket. And then just do a space just in case. Then we're going to save this. We have now created our sound script. Okay? So we're going to go to Faceposer and we're going to see if that worked. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be very happy with myself. Let's go here. Oh, let's go to bin. Please load. Okay. So now we can go to voice, right click, WAV file, and type in filter face. It's right there. You can see it. Faceposer. SciMail.Faceposer. You click it, you press OK, and you move it a little bit, and now we can play it. Hi, my name is Chris. And it works. It's in the goddamn SoundScript file. So later on, we'll be talking about adding a bunch of other things to voice to make it more convincing. As you can see, he's got like a my name is Chris stare, but we're not going to worry about that today. We'll go even more in depth with Faceposer later, but I'm just teaching you how to actually get them to talk your voice acting. So, now that that's ready, we can go to choreography, save, and now it's in our VCD. So, here's the important part. So now let's say we want to get it in engine, right? So, we'll, so next up, if we want it in engine, we're going to have to take Faceposer, cut it, go to Black Mesa, BMS, custom, or just scenes. You want to make sure that there's a scenes file. If there isn't, make one for yourself and put it in BMS. Please put it in BMS, okay? Here, please listen very closely here, okay? This is a very big fucking thing, and it's a huge problem that I noticed, and I figured it out. If you have a folder in custom that is scenes, okay, this will override this, okay? So if you have scenes in here and you're rebuilding scenes.image, which you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second, it won't do it. It won't build an image file because it is taking priority for custom and building it in here, okay? So if you do have a custom folder with a scenes folder in it, put your VCDs in here, okay? And then rebuild scenes.image, and it'll build the image in here, okay? If you have any questions, contact me, please. I have my Discord server, and I also have my Steam account. I will help you, okay? So next up, we're actually just going to remove that to make our life easier because we don't need it. So we're going to go back here. We have scenes, okay? Faceposer _ test. We're going to go back here. And we're going to click rebuild scenes.image. It's going to rebuild it. It didn't want to do it for some reason. Okay, we'll see now it worked, okay? So we're going to delete this. Okay? And we're going to take Faceposer test, cut it. Do you see it, like, how janky this shit is? Like, it's just, like... It's like, what the fuck? Okay. Rebuild scenes.image. See, that doesn't work. Okay, so... Here's what we're gonna do. Okay? So you want to make sure in your mod folder there's a scenes file, okay? Paste your VCD in there. Okay? And then rebuild scenes.image. And then go to this folder here, and your scenes.image folder should be right here, okay? You need this. Cut it and go back to mod, go to scenes, and paste, okay? It needs to be accompanying this VCD file. You have now officially finished your choreography file, okay? I know that's a lot to take in. You'll probably have to watch this video multiple other times, but I promise you'll get it down. Just contact me if you need to. But we're gonna open up Hammer real fast, okay? And we're gonna see if our VCD shows up. Okay? So we're gonna do new. We're just gonna make a box, whatever. So we're gonna pull out the entity and logic choreograph scene. Okay. And we're going to just give it blah, okay? Just call it random shit. And now we're gonna look for Faceposer test.vcd. We're gonna preview. Hi, my name is Chris. That means it's working, okay? Apply. So one last thing before you get started. We're gonna type in NPC human scientist, okay? This scientist needs to be the exact same name as he was in Faceposer for your choreography. So in this case, our actor, if you remember, his name was Chris, okay? But we'll just do this real fast. BMS, custom, mod, scenes, Faceposer test. His name is Chris. You can see it right here. Look at my mouse. So if we want Chris to talk in game, his name needs to be Chris for this choreography, okay? Or not his parent. I'm stupid. It just needs to be Chris, and then he'll talk in game, okay? And that should be it. And you need to create a trigger and have it activate, etc. But that's it. That's how you make I would compile and show you, but I don't want to have to seal the map. And you can see it. Hi, my name is Chris. If it's playing, then that means it's there. So don't worry about it. That's all I have for you guys today. It's a lot to take in. There's so much more to choreography building than you think. But that's it. Okay? So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, I will have my Discord linked and all of that shit, okay? Just stay tuned for more tutorials. Thank you for your time. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.